Hello everyone, I am Fahada, and today is day 5 of VEDA. I'm going to be talking about how I budget for events today, which I have them written down in front of me, and a packing list, or my usual packing list over to the side, which is actually pretty extensive. I would like to note that I do the regular budgeting for all events to some extent. Some things I have on my budgeting list aren't, depends on the event if it's useful. Because if I'm going out of town for a 3-hour workshop, I'm not gonna, get a hotel and stay the night. But if I'm going for a multiple day event, I do. So yeah, so I'm gonna talk about that today. So when it comes to budgeting, I usually have it set up for registration for my gas when I'm going there, food, hotel, and spending. That's for the hotel. Depends on the event, like I said. I also have an other category, which is, do I need to pay for parking? Is there a showcase or a gala or a hafla? Is that included in registration? And some events you need supplies, if you're taking a workshop on, say, beginning an intro to a certain prop that you don't actually have yet. So you'd have to get the prop, which would be on my budgeting list. So registration, you should sort of know what it is. If you're looking at the event, travel and gas depends on your car's gas mileage. And I usually estimate, $3 to a gallon and then figure it out from there. And when I do my gas budget, I figure out, for instance, when I go up to the Charlotte area for Pyramid Road, I figure out from my house to the hotel, then from the hotel to the center, then this is Saturday, and so from the center to my hotel, for me to get ready for the showcase, whether I'm performing or just attending as an audience member, then from the showcase if I'm going out to dinner afterwards, then from dinner to my hotel, then from the, I figure out exactly what my route is the whole weekend, and then figure out how much gas I need. I like overestimating my gas because then I have extra spending money afterwards. So it's usually helpful to overestimate your gas. For food, I usually do $25 per person per day. So if it's just me or if I'm going with other people who I'm paying for, like when my partner Danny comes with me to events, I usually make sure to, he pretty much is tagging along with me and being essentially my chauffeur and helping out, and I usually pay for his way. And then if you're planning on going to dinner, overestimating that, because if I go out to dinner someplace nice, it's probably going to be a little more than $25, maybe, or maybe not, depending on the place and what I'm eating. Hotel, it depends on the hotel. And spending money, sometimes I have an allotment for spending money and sometimes I don't, and then I put extra if I, haven't spent as much in food, or, the gas was less than I anticipated since I overestimated. Then there's, is there free parking? Do you need to find a parking space that's paid parking, and figuring out how much that is? So that's how I budget that part. That's, relatively simple. I usually start saving up small amounts over as long a period of time as I can. For instance, if I register for the event, 6 months in advance, or if there's an event and I know it's a year away and I have a rough estimation of how many days and how much the registration and everything is, even before registration opens, I will start saving up money slowly, just because it's a little easier for me just to put small amount. I have my hand way over here. Putting away small amounts is usually easier for most people, and then you can go to bigger events that maybe you didn't think you could go to, but you've been putting away $20 a paycheck for nearly a year, and then you have the money to go. With travel, I tend to when in my packing list, I would like to note I've never flown to a place, so I cannot give you advice on flying, but I do tend to overpack a little just in case. In the case of, if depending on the hotel, I might bring my own pillow if I'm not familiar with the hotel. Food, I actually bring a lot of the food I eat to workshops, and weekend intensives. I prefer doing that. So I also make sure to have, if there's something I have to like eat and it's not just like straight out of a package, to like have plates and silverware and like cup if I'm drinking something and I actually want to use a cup instead of drinking out of the bottle. Make sure I have clothes, and then I always pack an extra set of clothes just in case. Any medication I take, basic first aid supplies, makeup, costume, toiletries. I actually break everything down like really precisely and make sure I have actually everything listed, not just stuff I use in the shower. So I have like shampoo and conditioner and leave-in conditioner and the bath poof and any like soaps, like the bath like squishy poof. I'm not sure what they're called. And like any soaps I use and my face wash and, you know, cleanser and toner and that kind of stuff and moisturizer, and I have everything listed on an Excel file in like my Google Drive, and I just like check it off when I've packed it. And so then when I'm repacking, I want to leave, I make sure I have everything packed up so I don't leave anything by accident. So I think that's about it. But yeah, I get really precise on my packing lists. I have packing lists for like all different types of events. You know, whether I'm, you know, camping has a different packing list, and my partner, he vins at a lot of like anime and comic conventions, so I have a packing list specifically for that and specifically for weekend workshops, and like I like being very precise with this. But yeah, maybe that was helpful or maybe not. But yeah, that's how I budget and pack for my events. And I did write down a little list, which is why I keep looking down. Not sure if you can see this because I don't have a viewfinder at all. So, and I have this tiny one, which is just like a quick overview of different things, along with my Excel file that was right over here. But yeah, if you guys would like a copy of like the Excel file, I could put it up if you're interested. Let me know if you would like that. And subscribe if you haven't. Like this video if you found it interesting. You can find me on social media in the links down below, along with a sign up for my newsletter if you would like that, which at the moment I just do a monthly newsletter, which is like Bellydance events happening in North Carolina that I know about or am going to, and you know, some class updates along with things happening in Fayetteville if you're ever curious about what's going on here. So yeah, today was day 5 of VEDA, and I hope you all have a nice day. Bye!